No, I didn't try. Someone else did. Yeah, so it was all pretty much everyone on the forward. I mean, I didn't personally. I chucked in a few trades here and there on the demo account. Didn't really feel like trading this morning, but I'm up for it now. So that's all good. Okay, so AUD was the strongest this morning. It's now the weakest, and AUD actually worked out really well for us going against it. So let's hit it. Let's hit on this. Okay. So once again, as you can tell, AUD is the weakest and it's on a bullish trend. Okay, so it's doing the opposite of what we want it to do. JPY is stronger than AUD, but there is a drop down arrow on the JPY. So anything can happen on that one. If you let me check on the currency percentages. AUD JPY does look good for a sell at the moment, coming back down, going with the JPY. Let me just check something. You see, I'm not going to trust this at the moment. Everything's telling me it's in a buy position. No sells at the moment. Oh, there's a few sells on there, but it's not showing me on the meter reading. So I'm going to see what this does. Let's have a look at it. There's a lot of downtrend rejection going with the strongest currency. So again, potentially 1 minute trades going against would actually be, a strong possibility that it may actually clear. Okay, so we'll look at that one in a minute. Maybe on AUD, let me check the 1 minute. Look at that, looks completely different. So again, if you're looking at the 1 minute, we're checking out the MACD. It wasn't the oversold position area, and price does look like it's going back up on AUD JPY. So we'll see. We'll see if there's a bounce back on AUD JPY at the moment, which it looks like it's going through the trail line. Absolutely fine with that. 9-7. Okay, so again, we've still got. Why is 1 minute moving and 5 minutes is just staying on the spot? 9-7. Oh, okay, it's not a very good representation of that. Okay, so 1 minute at the moment. It looks completely different on my broker. Look, the numbers are still the same, but the candles are not the same size. Okay, so I'm going to have to check the 1 minute time frame on the broker just to see where we're at. Yeah, that does look completely different. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm not going to be doing anything just this minute. I need to have a confirmation that one of these candles is going to go through that trail line, go with the JPY. I don't think it's going to, because price looks like it's coming back up. At the moment, price is on a bullish trend at the moment. Very weak candles, but obviously because the stock line wants to come down, MACD just about to cross over. Hopefully this does drop for the JPY. If it doesn't, then I'm going back up with the AUD. Oh my God, I don't think it's going to drop. This is not dropping whatsoever. Stock line is now pushed through. This is not dropping at the moment. This is going up. If this stays in the position that it's in, a cheeky little 1 minute on this candle was absolutely perfect because price looks like it's going back up. Very hard to determine what these candles are going to be doing or what price is going to hit at the end of the day due to the markets being overcrowded, due to it being August time. But, however, there was a trade going up at 980. Is clearing at the moment on 29 points clearance at the moment on AUD JPY going up for 1 minute. That stock line actually came through the orange resistance line. MACD is telling me it's coming over the top to come back down, but it's not actually doing it. If you did manage to take a trade on this, Sonia, let me know. Put it in the chat for me. Because this technically was a good 1 minute trade going against the JPY. AUD has took this candle and pushed it back up. So that's absolutely good on that one. That one cleared on that. I'm still convinced there's got to be a little bit of a bearish trend starting to happen. There's no way that this is going to even consider going back up. It's just pulled all of this. So everything's above the trail line. Everything's pushing up through the trail line. So it began there and everything just stayed above it. So there should, in theory, be a bearish trend happening very soon. But that stock line's not in the position where we want it to be. So I'm going to sit and wait on this. We're going to have to wait for this MACD to cross over. Should be technically on the next candle because there is a good price for a sell at the moment. telling me it's a buy. Okay, so sell is there on the oscillators. Telling me this is a sell. We're in the overbought area on AUD JPY. Let's see what happens. Okay, overbought on that. Let's look at that. Okay, we're close to overbought on the 1 minute. It may have already started to go back down. So we're going to wait on the next 5-minute candle, see what happens on that. But it does look good for a JPY sell. Hopefully we do get a good sell position on this. It gave me a little bit of rejection at the top of this candle. So it's rejected. Rejected that price of 0.18 for a rejection. Let's see what the next candle does. It looks like on the 1 minute that it's in the overbought area. We're getting a few candles come down. So trend might actually change direction in the next couple of minutes. Okay, another rejection at 0.18. 0.18 rejected. Okay. So it rejected at 0.18 for a sell. Hopefully one of these candles crosses that trail line to go in one positional trend and just take these candles coming down. Hopefully. Not always a guarantee, but we're hoping. If everything lines up, that MACD decides to go red and that stock line comes through the overbought line, then obviously confirmation is there that those two indicators are lined up for a sell. Let's look at JPY's currency strength. Okay, nothing's happened at the moment. AUD is still the weakest. Have to do everything in reverse at the moment. But if you were confident enough that price was going to drop to 0.18, you could have taken a trade at 0.18 for a sell to get in early. Hopefully, price does stay below 0.18. If not, don't worry. We'll see what happens on the next candle. So we can do sit here and wait on this next candle. Remember, it's given me 2 candles of uptrend rejection on these on the last candle and this candle here. One at 0.18 and one at, I think it's sort of a ballpark figure, at 999. Okay, so there's a weakness there in the uptrend. Very good weakness in the uptrend there. Let's see what happens. Early entry on this would have been good at 0.18 because it went to that line twice and pulled back down. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we get a candle that's going to start tanking and then we come back down to this original price where it started off earlier on. So 583. It may come back down, it might not. We're waiting for that push. JPY is really, really not fighting this. Okay, so it went to the top of this candle. I've counted to 3 in my head. I've taken one at this, hoping that this candle may be the reduction in candle size, come back down. Oh my days, that's just sitting there like mad. Not by much, not by much. At the moment, 7 points in the clear at the moment. We're just sitting here waiting for one of these candles to just move because I think this is going to happen. It's telling me to buy though. It's telling me buy. Why is it set up on a buy? Nothing's telling me that this is coming down for a sell, but everything's in a sell position. Sell position. That's what we're looking for, but it's done it. It hasn't shown anything. 1 day, 1 hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes, 15. 15 telling me buy, 5 minutes telling me buy, and 1 minute saying buy. Okay, so we need the percentages to drop in our favor. 81% on AUD JPY at the moment for the currency percentage payout. Oh my days, it's got to do something. There's no way this is going to hang on. It's actually holding on. It's holding on for dear life on this. Okay, I think I might just chuck in a cheeky 1 minute. And then if this candle drops, I may just chuck in a cheeky 1 minute. Go back up. Reject, reject, reject. Okay, so it rejected at 0.13, which is actually lower than what this one was, only by 5 points. So it is rejecting. It is rejecting this candle. Okay, price does look like it's starting to slowly, very, very slowly come down. At the moment, 999 is a good entry. 986 isn't great. But hopefully we do get a pull down on that. 986. 986 is now winning at the moment. 999 is winning. Why did Kimmy just write "oh dear" in the chat, like in the Discord, Amber? Some crazy stuff. Okay, so at the moment 999 is winning, but 986 is losing this trade. So there's going to be hopefully going to pull back down. If not, it's going to be a lesson, and it might actually look like 999 is going to be a lesson as well. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I've got 25 seconds left on this candle coming back down. 999, it's held that price. It's held that price for a while. This area is so open to come back down. It's just unbelievable. I cannot believe how much the AUD is so weak in strength, but acting the strongest. I just can't believe this. Okay, so 999, still got a minute 15 left on it. I didn't clear the first one, so that's a lesson. Absolutely fine on that. It's just, yeah, it's just sad. That's what it is. That's what it is. We know that AUD is the weakest, JPY is the strongest, but if you look at it, AUD has managed to pull all of this. This is absolutely crazy how the positioning of the candles has ended up due to the fact that AUD is the weakest. JPY is the strongest. Doesn't matter about the down arrow. It doesn't really matter. We know that JPY is the strongest. So we were going in on JPY, hoping to come back down. And at the moment, 999, anything above that has cleared at the moment. It's now starting to come back up to that 999 price. That MACD is really confusing at the moment because we've got a red candle coming down. So we know there's a weak spot in the uptrend, and it just hasn't given us anything to go by just yet. Still got 47 seconds left on this. So again, I mean, there was a trade at 999 and above. So obviously, if you did grab one quickly to come back down 3-minute sell, then that one would clear. But I managed to clear the 999 one, but not 986. So again, the 986 one is a lesson. Early entry at not a horrible price, but 999 was perfect. Okay, 17 seconds left on this. We'll see what happens. Come on, it really wants to drop. This is the thing. You're sitting here waiting. So I've got 3 dead candles on an uptrend frequency. It's giving me dead candles to use to wait for that trade to come back down. Oh my days. Look at it, everything's shaped up in a neutral position. I've never seen 3 rejected candles for the up, and it still wants to go back up. Here is the lesson. Here is the lesson for everyone on this. Hang on, let me have a quick look at that. Oh my God, AUD is minus 0.887%, and it's still acting like the strongest. Oh wow. Okay. Remember, I watched this candle on this one here. This one gave me a rejection at the top, so I immediately jumped in. Hopefully, this was the right candle for the reversal on AUD JPY. Absolutely perfect at the moment. By 41 points. Hopefully, this is the candle that pushes through that trail line and gets everything to come back down. Fingers crossed on that one. Afternoon, Kimmy. Welcome to the call. Thank you for joining us. We are currently looking at a currency that has got a dead market, but the currency that has got the dead market is acting the strongest. Okay, so AUD has got no strength whatsoever, and it's managed to pull all of this bullish trend. Okay, so this is where it's going to start to get a little bit tricky now. Okay, so entry on this was right at the top of the candle at 980, coming back down. It's managed to do that, but this may well finish as a dead candle because the last 3 candles. That's all right, Kemi. No worries, it's all good. It's rejected the up on 3 candles and gave us nothing to use. So this one was kind of one of them things where you had to take a chance on this, and it's actually paying off at the moment to come back down. Entry is 980. Anything above 980 with clearing at the moment. Hopefully this does push through that trail line. I'm going to jump in and take that if it does. Still got 105 left on this trade. But it is clearing. It's clearing on that. Not too bad. It's getting there. Everything's shaped up now to come over the top. So in theory, we should start seeing some of the indicators start saying sell, get some more strength back into the JPY for everything to come back down. So nothing's really changed on that. Just remember, we had this the other day when we had a trend come down, touch the trail line, go through it, and then go back up. So this is where you have to be a little bit careful. But I've got 2 indicators telling me that it's coming down. Hopefully it passes 3 minutes or 1. At the moment, I'm doing 3 minutes with JPY because it does seem to be coming down. So it's all good. If I call out one going up, then I'll quickly say I might take one 1 minute trade going up, and then obviously wait for it to get to best price, and I'll take that trade. But this one has cleared at 980. So that's a good one to take on this. It's sat at the line. Don't think it's going to be much strength coming down. Let me check the 1 minute. Oh, okay. So it is one directional trend on the 1 minute. All right, let's try and get some of these JPYs back. Okay, so that one did clear my end. 980 cleared by 65 points. That's a good trade to have. Now starting to push through that trail line. If you look at stock, starting to come out of the overbought area, MACD has crossed over to come back into the red zone. So now it's all about getting those entry points. Hopefully they go the way that we want them to go. I mean, to be honest, there's still another opportunity midway through this candle to take another one coming down. It's ridiculous how much that's pulled up with the weakest currency. So that started doing that motion at 2 o'clock. That's crazy. 2 o'clock, that started on an uptrend with no strength. Wow. Yeah, JPY, mate. AUD and JPY haven't changed currencies strength whatsoever. I'm going to quickly look at this thing that Sonia put in there. Yeah. So CAD, in theory, is the strongest out of all of these currencies. It's up 0.2%. Yeah, because CAD is the strongest. Yeah, that's good. Okay, 19 seconds left on this to see where we are. If we've got a strong MACD and a stock line still heading down, I'm jumping in 3 minutes with this. Everything does look like it's shaping up to come back down. Okay, wait for it. See if it bounces. It held. See where that price is the hold price. Held there, has held there for quite a long time to come back down. Okay, so we had a bounce. There was a bounce there. So if you remember, if I say to you, to get best price, wait for that bounce to hold it, or the uptrend to hold price to come back down. That's when you should take that trade, because you can get right at the top of the candle, which is what has happened. Candle price at 903 to come back down. At the moment, that's a 30-point clearance. If you manage to grab that trade, let me know in the chat. Remember, this is the best analysis we can do for you throughout the whole of the August period, okay? Giving you the best opportunity to take trades. And 903 does actually look like a decent entry. If you manage to take 903 or above, or if it did go better than 903, then well done to take this trade, come back down for 3 minute sell. 888. Okay, let me look at that. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's pretty much near the top of the candle. We want to get as far away from that entry point as possible for that price to come back down. Absolutely perfect entry on 888. Actually, to be honest, I was thinking of taking another one at 888 as well. So I was doing one trade at a time though. You could tell it was going to bounce off the line because it actually came to the line and held price. Count to 3 in your head. If it gets to 5 in your head, take it straight away. It's only the best way that we can possibly do this through the August period for everyone. It's clearing by 53 points at the moment, so that's not too bad. One directional trend change, that's all we're looking for, and it changed on this candle. But don't ask me about any of this, because that is the most confusing part about all of this. 980 cleared by 65 points. That's a good trade to have. 980 with no strength whatsoever, and he's managed to pull this. It's good at the moment. If you look, it's giving me a little bit of support for the uptrend. It's giving me a little bit of downtrend rejection at the moment. Hopefully this finishes its cycle, stays in a bearish position. If it does, that next candle most probably going to give me a pullback, and then that stock line is going to go back up. Yeah, I know, it's still bouncy. I know. This is what unfortunately, this is what it's like throughout the whole of August. It's a different game. It's a different game in August. Okay, so 803, 803, the 903 is about to clear. It is bouncy as hell, Sonia. I agree with you, but it's below your line at the moment. Let me know how long you got left on your trade. Actually, 38 points in the clear at the moment. Okay, perfect. Well done. Good trade. Good entry on that. Kemi, did you manage to catch that one? Just let me know in the chat. If you cleared it, put some dollar signs in the chat. But this does look like it's going to probably go in one position at the moment. 1 minute 24 left on that. Let's have a look. Okay, Jay. Again, AUD and JPY have not changed their strength whatsoever. Not changed whatsoever. Kemi, if you got in on a 1 minute on that to come back down, you'd have cleared that anyway, because that dropped literally instantly after that candle pulled up. So you probably did get an entry on that. So let me know in the chat. And that's all good. Okay, let's wait on the next candle. If you look at this candle here, we are getting some rejection at the bottom, which isn't really a good sign for us. Okay, if you look, it's oversold on the 1 minute. So we may experience a pullback. 899 cleared. Well done, Kemi. Perfect. Good job. Absolutely perfect on that. That was a good entry. So if it stays without a rejected position, if it finishes without a rejected position, then we should be okay, but it looks like it's rejecting. So we may get a pullback on the next candle. Don't really know what to say on the next candle at the moment because rejection is happening here. It rejected at 837. No, there's nothing changed on that. 837 for rejection going up. Okay, 10 seconds left. We should be in a better position now than we were on this candle here. Because if trend continues, all it's going to do is going to go down. It's not giving me any strength for the pull-up. Not giving me any strength for the pull-up. It looks like it's acting like a dead candle. It's giving me nothing as far as positioning of this candle. So like I said, there's a pullback. Pullback's going to happen. There's the rejection. Hopefully this continues going back down. Oh my God. How can it go from being so good to so dead? Come on, waiting for that drop. So if you caught the top of this candle around the 9888 area to come back down, this is clearing at the moment. Unfortunately, I got a poor entry at 875. It wasn't great. 875 was horrible. It doesn't want to go. It does not want to. It doesn't want to go back up. And just imagine if you have Bollinger Bands on this. Imagine it. They'll be telling you that this trend is going down. Okay, so obviously, ideal world. If you've got an entry of 888, let me know to come back down. Remember, it rejected the top of this candle. If it did go further than 888, let me know you've taken that trade. Okay, cleared 1 minute buy. Perfect. Well done, Sonia. Absolutely perfect. Remember, we are sort of hit and miss with these currency strengths at the moment. We're only doing what we can show you. But 888 and above is clearing. But this one looks like it's going to be a dead candle. We've got another candle with an uptrend rejection at the moment. That's where I took the trade, the top of the candle. It rejected there. And all it does now, Just sat there. It's pulled back down to sit. That's all it's done. So technically, one trade at 888 is clearing. I've never seen markets like this. Last year was absolutely abysmal. This year, I've never seen so many dead candles. Where one currency can't work out what the other one's doing. This is how this happens. I'm done on my live. What's just demo? Well done, Sonia. Perfect. So what's that? You 3-0, 3-0, 2-0. Let me know in the chat. Remember, throughout August, this is all about protecting your account balance. People want to trade. That's absolutely fine, but you have to protect that account balance as much as you possibly can. So 4-0, Sonia. Well done. Absolutely perfect. Just protect your account balance. Don't be stupid with it. Remember, this is gonna happen. So if you manage to catch a trade anywhere around this area, 888 and probably above it, that was a good entry to take, because now that one has cleared. Let me know, Kim, if you took that one to come back down following the rejection at the top. Remember, this is what we have to work with. We have to we have to think and use our own instinct of where these candles are going to go. Okay, because the markets will give you the right information, but the currencies, they'll do whatever they want to do. Okay, so Sonia is 4-0. Absolutely perfect. Well done, Sonia. If 888 appeared 1.5, literally 30 seconds into the candle, and you took it to come down, you'd have cleared that one. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so we're still waiting on the rejection here to come back down. Hopefully July gives us a little, not July, September will give us a little bit of a consistent movement on these candles. Okay, 51 left on this. We're still there. We're still there or thereabouts on this. I still firmly believe that something is about to happen. Hopefully it does. Because remember, like I said about a pullback, the pullback is always going to be there. Okay, so if you look at this, now stop line's gone back into a neutral position. So in theory, what I'm looking at now is if the next candle goes up, these are going to be 1 minute going with the AUD. If it crosses that chart, I think it is. I think it's about to go 1 minute. Cross that trail line. See what happens. Then we've got a drop. There's a drop. There's a drop. Gave me a rejection. It's giving me a rejection at the bottom of this candle. Come back to it twice now. Is it going to reject again? Remember, waiting for this rejection of the downtrend. Okay, so if you're taking 1 minute against, the price did drop down to 901 to go back up. 901 is clearing at the moment. So is 918 as well. 918 is clearing as well. Obviously track the trade as well. So if you're going back up, I took one to come back down as well, just in case. My down arrow was at 917 to come back down. Right, 2 trades on that, cleared 1 minute going back up. So let's see if this does come back down into a 3 minute trade, coming back down. Like I said, bounce backs, the markets are not doing what they're supposed to do. You would never on a normal day see anything like this. It'll be consistently going up and down, but it's gone up, come back down a little bit and gone back up again. So there's the inconsistency right there. If you do have the option to track the trade when it's at the top of its highest point to come back down, I tend to do that quite a lot. But if it's at the bottom and you want to go back up and it rejects and goes back up, absolutely perfect. Honestly, thinking that this 3 minute sell on this might actually be pretty good to come back down. Just remember, every time it rejects, it's giving you a better option for an entry. Okay, that's all it's doing. So at the moment, so 943 is clearing for a 3-minute sell. That's about to clear. We've got 30 seconds left on that one to come back down. At the moment, it's clearing, so that's good. Hoping to see a little bit of a pull down at the moment, and then go back up. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. Again, 2 consistent candles and 3. That's pretty much a dead candle. So 5 dead candles, and amongst all of this, the rejection is just not happy with these markets. These markets are really not happy. That's still sound buy and sell. Yeah, it's just not happy. It's really not happy. So all in all, can you let me know what your results are so far? Because as we're going through the August period, the markets will start to pick up a little bit, but not as much as you think. As at the start of August and the end of August, absolutely terrible. But we've managed to catch trades going up, catch trades coming down. Sonia, you're 4-0. There was a 6-0 session this morning, so we're still winning trades. We just have to think in a different way. That's all we're doing, just thinking in a different way, doing the best analysis we possibly can to give you guys the information that you need to take those trades. Kemi, what is your result so far? You let me know in the chat. A little bit of inconsistency out there at the moment. I know you cleared 1 on that. On this candle here, I think it was. I know you cleared that one. And these price tags are absolutely out of this world. How they managed to pull 1 price tag and come back down and go back up to it. That is some crazy stuff that's happening. So it's predicting to hit, really? 90521 by the end of today. Oh my day, that's like, what is it? 90521. So that's there. There. Okay. Don't believe it. Don't believe it for a second. I'm assuming they're basing that on a normal day. But this is still good for a 3-minute sell, but it's just not giving us what it's meant to be doing. So everything's pointing downwards and we're getting uptrend candles. I'm hoping it's really struggling to push through that line. I'm going to quickly jump on one. If you look at it, everything's pointing down, but we're getting uptrend candles starting to happen. So it's a very dangerous game in August. Very dangerous. What we need to do is preserve your account balance. So obviously you've got, don't go too, don't lose a lot. Yeah, this isn't going to do it. I don't think this price. I've taken 3-minute sell on this candle because everything's positioned to come back down and it's really not doing it. It's on the line. This trail line is meant to be the position of the candle. These lines, when that pushes through that candle, that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to come in one direction. But if you look at it, JPY is the strongest, but it's just not doing it. There's nothing here that would actually confirm to me that these trades are correct. We only have to do it based on a normal day. Yeah. Have you ever seen that, guys, where it's in an overbought position area and we're still getting when the stock line is coming down, MACD is coming down, and we're getting candles going up. Have you ever seen that before? Only in August you will see this. Only in August. Everyone seems to think that December time, the markets are horrible. They're not. Trust me. Markets in December are actually really good. Okay? Better than normal. But this is really not doing what it's meant to be doing. I mean, yes, these 2 trades that I've taken may clear, but not by much. This is where a turning point should have happened on this candle here, and it didn't do it. So again, I'm not 100% confident that the fact these candles are going to go in the right way. They may start doing it, they might not. But if you look at this, there's no consistency here. There was a pause at this precise. Oh, okay, well done, Kemi. Yeah. Do the lowest amount. If you're not sure on the trade, just do, like $1 or something. Do the lowest amount you possibly can. See, with this one, I wasn't 100% convinced this was going to drop, but it has done it. And that's 11 points, and that's 11 points. Okay, so pretty much same entry, and now we're starting to come back up. So now it's a little bit too risky for me. Okay, even if it clears by 1 or 2 points, it wasn't confirmed, just 1 point. But yeah, that's it. That's what it is. You get that entry right, you know you're correct, and it goes back the opposite way. You think, oh my God, what is going on? That's what you're thinking inside your head. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good, but the markets, remember, these markets are there, or they are designed to make us lose. Okay, that's what they're designed for. They're designed for us to lose, and we're winning trades on it. Okay, so don't feel bad. Your two lessons, you got were only low amounts. That's it. That's perfect. Risk management all the way. We need to keep everything in your trading account balance ready for September, because once August is finished, you will see a hell of a difference between August and September. Okay, so guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there now because the markets aren't doing what they're meant to do. Sonia, well done on your 4-0, absolutely perfect. Kemi, 2-2, but the two lessons were low amounts. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We just need to get out of August and move on to September, because once August is out of the way, that's it. We don't have to worry anymore. Okay? So just remember this for next year. If you are going to trade in August, you have to have a different mindset, a different way of trading, be versatile with it. Make sure that you are confident with the trades that you're taking. Okay? So let's get out of August. Let's get it out of the way. Obviously, you're coming on, you're winning trades. So we're not going to stop in August. We're just going to have to be very careful. Okay, so absolutely perfect. Kemi, thank you so much for coming on. You taken trades, won them, lessons, that's absolutely fine. Sonia, well done, 4-0 session, absolutely perfect. We are going to see you tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. Ali's not back until Friday, and then Saturday he does his crypto on Saturday, so that's absolutely cool. So there's no 7 a.m. session tomorrow, 11:30 and 5 p.m. Okay, guys, I appreciate you coming on. We'll see you next time.